Hi Marilyn, how's it going today?
Oh, it's going good.
That's good.
We just finished a wonderful 3-day boot camp.
Oh, wonderful. Well, tell us a little bit about the proposal writing boot camp.
Well, I think a lot of us are finding that the last few years have been really different for foundation, corporate foundation fundraising. So some of us are skilled and we just want to kick the tires, make sure we're still on board. Some of us have been running programs and all of a sudden we find ourselves in development positions. Some of us are just starting out. There are a lot of new nonprofits starting at any given time. So having a soup to nuts 3 days with really good colleagues and lots of content about how to approach grant writing and fundraising via grants is very timely.
That's great. What are some of the advantages of participating in the proposal writing boot camp?
Well, let's start with it's just a really good curriculum. Maybe I shouldn't say this standing right in front of the Foundation Center's sign, but they're the best in the book. They have the best research, they have the best trends data, they have the best metrics, and so many of us come to the library that at any given time they know what we're looking for. Then the other piece is the other colleagues in the boot camp. I've had the pleasure of teaching this course a number of times, and those of us from a region leave with each other's email addresses, someone we can call and say, so what do you think that foundation is doing right now?
That's great. So how does the workshop differ from our other proposal writing classes?
Well, the other proposal writing classes, and I hope that everyone who sees this has looked at them, there are very brief free workshops just looking at the bones of a proposal or the bones of research. How do you get into this? How do you think about some best practices? There are one-day programs which are very solid, but by definition need to have the narrow lens of let's get something done right around proposal writing or right around cultivating grant maker relationships. The luxury of a boot camp is that we can cross through the mechanics of how do you do this into how do you think about this, how do you plan about it, how do you make a year-long structure that will support your work so you can be asking every quarter and ultimately getting money every quarter.
Last question, really quick. What's the most important thing to remember about good proposal writing?
I think the most important thing to remember is that the grant maker needs to have the kind of material they need to make a decision as to whether we're the best answer for their mission. So we write to their decision-making process.